Hi everyone, it's Larissa from Sputnik Moment, and today I am going to talk to you about contact records in Salesforce. So before we get started, I just want to be really clear that when we talk about contacts in Salesforce, we are talking about people. So we are talking about our adults, our parents, our professionals, our adults with disabilities, and we are talking about our children. Our children with disabilities and our self-advocates. We are not talking about the assistance we are providing to them. We track the assistance we're providing through a different object called cases. So today we are going to focus on contacts, viewing contacts and creating contacts. So before you create a new contact in Salesforce, you always want to do a search for the person. So if I am on the phone with Molly Weasley, and I want to know if she already exists in Salesforce, I'm going to do a search for her, and I can see she does already exist. Another good tip is doing a search by phone number or by email. That way, if you don't have the spelling exactly right, or the contact that's already in the system maybe isn't spelled exactly right, searching by phone number or by email is going to help you make sure that you find the right contact or confirm that they do not exist in the system. So I'm just going to take you on a quick tour of a contact record. This is our adult contact. I'm going to put it in edit mode so we can view the fields that we can enter. We've got name, is she a parent or a professional, preferred phone type, that phone, an email address, address information, county, demographic information. And then down here, some of you may have fundraising also as well. If you do, it's going to be listed down at the bottom. Anything down here in system information, you can just ignore. So this is our contact Molly. If we scroll down when we're in view mode, we can see related lists. So these are lists of records that are related to our contact. So she has a relationship with this contact. Here's a case that she has. And that looks like that's all we have for Molly. Now let's take a tour of a child/person with disability record. So I'm going to click on Ginny's record from here, and this is going to take us to a child/person with disability. Some of you may have a slightly different name here. It may just say person with disability, but the main difference is that on this record, we are tracking additional demographic information. So we've got the gender, and then we're also tracking our diagnosis information, our federal education disability categories, and depending on what grants you have, we may also be tracking school information, any additional information that is more relevant to our child. So both adults and children are contact records. They're the same kind of record, they just have slightly different fields that we're displaying on this page layout. And again, if we scroll down, we'll see all of our related lists that are related to Ginny. So we have cases where she is listed as the child or person with disability. We have her relationships. We have her campaign history, which is how we're tracking events and events that she's attended. I also want to point out that we have this idea of households. So households group together people who live at the same address. When you put people in the same household, when you put adults and children in the same household, relationships are automatically created between those adults and those children. And one other feature I want to point out about households is county. So we have a trigger in our packages, and that just means something that makes something else automatically happen, that when you change the county on either the household or anyone in the household, everyone in the household and the household is going to get that county updated. So that's really handy. Let's say that your household moves. You won't have to go to the household record and to each contact in that household and update their county. You just need to update it in one place and everything else will automatically get updated. We also have some other features here. We have copy household address to contacts. So if you have an address in your household and you want to push it out to all of your contacts, you can use this button. And then again, we also have our related list on our households. So we have our people who are in our household, these 3 people, and then we also have all cases that anyone who's in that household has been a part of. So that is our tour of contact records. I want to show you really quickly how you're going to create a contact. It's very straightforward. You're going to click on the Contact Home tab and then click New. Here we have to select the type of contact we're creating. Remember, I talked about adults and children. We're always going to start with the adult contact if we're entering a new adult and a new child. So you would fill out this information here and simply click Save. Any fields that have a red bar next to them are required, and then we also have some fields that are conditionally required. So depending on what you select, let's say I select parent, for our parents, some of you may have demographics that are required, and you'll get that error message when you try to save at the top that says if contact is a parent, demographic information like language, race, and ethnicity is required. So that's it for contacts. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a great day.